would have happened quite normally as planned. Of course, the official reason why this merger has been called off is that EU antitrust regulators demanded concessions from the London Stock Exchange that the Londoners didn't want to give. But the unofficial reason, of course, is that authorities, regulators here in Germany would never have approved that the seat of the holding company of the new large stock exchange would be situated outside the European Union. And on the other hand, it's quite unlikely that the regulators in London would have accepted that the seat of this holding company is situated outside the United Kingdom. This is the real reason why this merger failed. And let me tell you, many people here right behind me on the trading floors are quite happy that the merger doesn't take place. They feared that, after a merger, London would really have a dominance, much more of a dominance on trading activity, that this would trigger business from London to from Frankfurt to London, and that it would eat a large chunk of the business of people here.
I don't want to. I'm not in Frankfurt nor in London. I'm in Lagos. So don't let me tell you how I feel about that planned wedlock that's gone sour. But very interesting that the German Chancellor Angela Merkel is meeting Germany's Council of Economic Experts right away. Is this all about Brexit? Is it about Angela Merkel taking the driver's seat as soon as Theresa May hands over the divorce papers across the waters and say, here it is, Brussels?
Well, the official reason for this meeting, of course, is not Brexit, but Brexit is, as you know, a subtext always there. And let me tell you, if you look at the official schedules of German government officials, and not only German government officials today, also government officials in other European capitals, also in Brussels, they're very, very busy today. All of them are showing their faces. It's as if they want to show and signal to the world, and of course also to financial markets, we're in charge, we're here, we take care of the situation, whatever the outcome of Brexit will be. And not only government officials, also the ECB's chief economist today is speaking at a conference. And to add to this, also Federal Reserve officials are very busy today. There's the the president of the Chicago branch of the Federal Reserve speaking at a conference here in Frankfurt today. Of course, not because of Brexit, but this is sure sending a sign of reassurance to everyone and especially to the markets.
United we stand. Conrad Boerse, that looks like what everybody's saying there. United we stand. Europe, united Europe. Thank you very much. And this is all we're going to chew for the rest of the week. I'm sure unless anything else big comes out from across the Atlantic from Donald Trump's administration in the U.S. Let's keep it there for today. Conrad Boerse, my colleague, thank you very much from DWTV for Channels Television at the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Let's go to the Wall Street opening today. Look at the markets. They're a little bit softening across the futures markets, three of them that we track on a daily basis for you. Early hours numbers going a little bit to red. Some investors' optimism following better than expected economic data in the previous session. The Dow futures, the S&P 500, a little bit of a green showing there for the Nasdaq futures, 0.03. That's really soft anyway. But of course, we're looking at pending home sales data from the U.S. today at 10 a.m. Eastern. A little bit of a dry day for economic data. It's going to be a little bit heavier tomorrow, Thursday, as usual. Okay. Asian markets finished mixed this Wednesday, and the pound sterling slipped about 1.5% overnight as markets see the formal move by the UK to start a historic split with the European Union. The Australian benchmark ASX 200 closed firmer, about 1%. The Japan's Nikkei 225 struggled throughout Wednesday's session, finished about 0.1%. In South Korea, the Kospi was 0.2% in the north. The Shanghai Composite closed down 0.3%, and his cousin, Shenzhen Composite, ended about 0.75% in the red. Hong Kong's Hang Seng was nearly flat on the day. Let's come back home to Nigeria, where the Naira had seen a bit of a stronger position since the central bank over the last couple of days has been making moves at the broader change IMTO's window, as well as the travel allowances, medicals, and school fees. So the Naira has been strengthening across board. So let's get a bit of a sense of today's currency trading day at the Interbank Spot market. Collins Akenemem is the FX dealer at FSDH Merchant Bank and is joining us on the phone from downtown Lagos here to chew this over for a minute or two. Good afternoon. We have you on the phone?
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, thank you very much from downtown there where you are. Give us a sense of where we are this Wednesday. It's been a little bit a sweet week so far since Monday. Is it still really sweet as we have it?
Yes, the interbank market has been pretty stable at about 306 levels with the dollar. The CBN has sustained its special wholesale forward intervention in the market by selling, actually offering $100 million earlier in the week, and with more intervention being expected before the week runs out. Talking about the cash market, the convergence has continued to happen, so we expect that it will happen around the 360, 380 levels anytime soon. Indeed, the CBN on Monday revised its rates at which banks can sell to, sell cash to end users at 360 from 375 as it was earlier. However, questions of sustainability of this intervention measure remain, even as oil prices tend to be under some bearish pressure, while the rate of reserve accretion seems to have reduced slightly in the last couple of months.
I'm sure UFX dealers, like other treasury managers, always talk to each other on a minute-by-minute basis throughout every trading day. So what's the word on the street? Is the central bank, the regulator, likely going to do any other intervention in the next 72 hours before we call it a day for the week?
Yes, I believe so. Based on the trend in the last couple of weeks, like since late February, they've been doing intervention virtually twice a week. So we expect that another one should happen before the end of the month, of the week.
Okay.
Essentially end of the month anyway.
All right. Thank you very much, Collins. What a nice way. Most likely we'll be ending the month of March from FSDH. Let's take a break. We'll be back. We're still getting to talk about the banks. This time we're moving to the eastern part of the continent. We're talking about Uganda.